Hi, my handsome and beautiful friends. Another one of the free readings. This one is the person wishes to remain anonymous. So we're going to do a 3-card reading. What I am able to say about this reading is that this is the masculine that is has a question about the feminine. The masculine is an earth energy, and the feminine is water energy. I have been getting a lot of readings that are earth and water, not necessarily the masculine and feminine aspects of it, but this person did say that it was okay for the collective to know that they have questions about their counterpart, who is the feminine, and they are the masculine energy. And that this connection is a separation type connection, and still in contact, but they are wanting to know where it's leading. So with this 3-card spread, what we're going to do is the masculine's energy, the feminine's energy, and where they are coming together, and then we'll reveal the bottom of the deck to kind of get an idea of the longevity of the coming together part, or like timeline maybe. Well, longevity, I guess that's what I said first, so that's what we're going to go with. Okay, so that's what we've got. This person's not going to be tagged. I'm not going to say their name. I'm debating on whether or not on these types of readings to have the comments closed, but I'm going to go ahead and leave them open because these are so, the person that this reading is for, it's not going to be vague to them, but to the collective, the general collective, this is probably going to seem very vague and could resonate with a bunch of people. So 11:11 on the timer. Okay, so the first one that we've got is Judgment. Okay, and this is the masculine energy, the earth sign. So what I'm getting from this card is that this masculine has kind of hung out in the graveyard too long. Like they have definitely nursed their wounds, and they've kind of they fought the good fight, they won the good fight, and they're trying to rise above, but they've hung out there too long, and it's time to face the judgment of that and rise above it. It's time to spread your wings and fly, my friend. It is time for you to move past all of these past things that have happened in the past. And not, okay, so let me backtrack. Move past is not the correct analogy, okay? Move through. It is time to actively move through them and try to get to the other side. Yes, you will fall back on these from time to time, but these past traumas are not who you are anymore. What side of the coin are you going to pick? Are you going to stay in that, or are you going to move through it? I feel like there's a lot of things that have happened to you repetitively. Okay, so this is, things have happened more than once. So this is more a level of PTSD, whether you realize it or not. Trauma after trauma after trauma. Moving through it, though, instead of trying to put it behind you, is going to help release those trauma bonds. You moving above this and just making a way is going to help you. Okay, so let's see where your feminine's energy is sitting. 5 of Swords. This feminine water sign is fighting the good fucking fight. They are at battle with themselves. there's a lot of conflict going on with this person. This feels like inner conflict, but I also feel like there's a level of I don't feel like disagreement is the right word, but it feels like there is a conflict that they feel between you two. They are feeling as though like this is not a level playing field. They want to win. They want to come out ahead, and they want to win this fight. But it's almost like you are not giving them anything you're not helping them to understand that there's not a fight to be had. They feel completely betrayed is not the right word, but they feel completely cut off towards you, and that this is not a battle that they're going to win, and that I see them close to giving up. And to be honest, once, with this being a water sign, and that if they have given you any form of emotional, what is the word that I'm looking for? If they have emotionally already opened up to you, and they walk away from this with dignity, of course, but walking away from this empty-handed, you're not going to get that energy back. Here's the difference between you two. When it comes to decision making, you're like, this is what it is. They're like, I need to think about that. How is that going to make me feel in 10 minutes? How's that going to make me feel in 2 hours? How's that going to make me feel in 2 days? When you don't think about any of that, you just do. It's like, I'm going to do what I do now and deal with the repercussions later. Whereas this person thinks things through and plans it through and deals with the ramifications first, so that the outcome is more desirable. There is a middle ground though. There is a middle ground. And I feel like compromise is something that this person is very much willing to do, but are you? Okay. Ultimately, that is what matters. The ball is in your court, man. And I feel like they know that, and that's almost too much for them. They want a more level playing field, and they don't feel like that they have gotten that from you. Okay, so where are you coming together? 3 of Pentacles. So when we get this card, ultimately what it means is that it is 2 people working on a common goal together to create something together. Looking at this card though, there are some big significant things here. The common thing within these 2 individuals is the moon. And with the moon comes illusions. And what I mean by that is the intuition that comes with the hard truths. Not that any message is bad, okay? This is not anything that Spirit is saying that is being deceived, or there's not anything that's being covered up. There's not any kind of deceit happening here. This is just the hard truth of what it is. Like, you're both working on this common thing together to understand what illusions are still being hidden from each other. Like, what actually is she wanting? What actually is this feminine wanting? Well, let me rephrase that, because I don't know your genders, nor does it matter. This feminine energy, what do they desire wholeheartedly? And likewise, they want to know what you desire wholeheartedly in here, not just outwardly. But also another thing that is sticking out to me is these butterflies and how their wings are spread. And that is a huge level of transformation within both of you. Another thing that is sticking out is that outwardly, these individuals are headless. But if you look in the water, you can see the reflection of their heads, which is telling me that those illusions are going to start coming to the surface, and the reflections are going to start bringing clarity to you both. I feel like that there is going to be a level of communication that is happening. I don't know if it's going to be romantic. I mean, we're going to look at the bottom of the deck here in just a second. That might give us some kind of indication, but as far as communication and clarity and guidance, and you two getting on the same page as far as what it is that you both desire, is going to come out. Whether that meshes or not is still up in the air, but the clear truths are going to come out. Okay. So in the terms of this, okay, what I am picking up from both of these energies is that your energy is more reserved and not necessarily hidden, but a little more closed off. And their energy is very open and flowing, and like they wear their heart on their sleeves. You tuck yours away in your back pocket and you don't want anybody to see it. It's kind of, I don't know, but I feel like once that does come out, and I feel like you kind of has showed that person a little bit more than you expected to have done, and that frightened you a little bit, so you pulled that shit right back in. But ditto, I feel like they kind of opened up way more than they anticipated doing as well, and that's kind of why they feel defeated, because they were like, here's everything, it's all out there. And then you were like, kind of like a proverbial fuck you, and closed the door. Not because of anything that they said, but because of the level of progression that you did that kind of had a little bit of fear-driven middle fingers in it. So again, there is common ground. Things can come of this. Whether they do or not is, ultimately gonna depend on whether your energies continue meshing or not. So bottom of the deck. Oh, we have the Sun. Check this out. Okay. This is good. And you cannot fucking make this up. So, you know how I was talking about the closed off energy and the kind of open energy. So the Sun card is more definitive of success and vitality. Okay. We've been talking about the Moon and the closed offness of that, and the intuitive knowing of things that are unknown. Okay. And she is embracing the Moon. She is embracing the Moon. And with the aspect of this being success and vitality driven, this connection is going to grow. Romantically, I'm not quite sure, but what I am getting is that you two are going to continue connecting and creating the bond that you initially started creating. Where that bond grows to, I don't know. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck again. Justice. What is yours is always yours. What you desire is being handed to you, my friend. What you do with it is on you. I really appreciate you letting me read for you. I really hope that this has helped. If you need any further clarity or guidance on this, my links are in my link tree. Paid readings are now up in my link tree, so you can check those out. Paid private readings. And there you go. I love you all so incredibly much, and I'll see you next time.